While California might be the nation's leader in peach production, it's Georgia that officially holds the title of the Peach State. However, the past 2 years have been anything but peachy for its growers as unseasonably cold weather wiped out a majority of the crop. However, the outlook for 2019 is looking much more optimistic.
You know, the last couple of years we've had some chill issues, plus we've had some late freezes that damaged a lot of our crops. So seeing peaches in May and having something to pick and something to sell and move around the state is it's exciting finally to have a good crop.
Even though these earlier varieties have been somewhat reduced by a late cold snap, growers are still expecting a big harvest overall.
Well, they bloomed a little bit later, and we had an early freeze, and these early varieties, to get them ripe in May, they bloom early, so it kind of caught them at the wrong time. But the ones we have look great. Quality's good, they're large size and sweet, so it's going to be a little slow in May for us with the varieties, the damage from the little small freeze we had, but once we get to June, July, it's going to be a bumper harvest for Georgia, I think.
And that's really good news for both producers and consumers, as there's likely to be plenty of sweet Georgia peaches on shelves in the coming months.
Past couple of years, you know, we've been 50% of a crop or less. We really feel like 80% of a crop is 100% of a crop. So I really feel like we're probably at that 80%, maybe 85%. With a lot of our later maturing varieties, which make up the majority of our, the bulk of our crop. So we ought to have really, good numbers, good yields.
The whole Southeast has a good crop of peaches, so it should not be any shortage of fruit this year, peaches in stores or straight to your farm market or wherever you want to purchase peaches this year.
While the fruit might be plentiful at the store this year, it takes plenty of hard work getting them from the fields onto the shelves.
We've had to thin, we've had to prune, and proper fertilization and spraying on peaches, so it's something we have to do every year, and a lot has to go into getting this crop to the market, and so we got a long way to go.
That is definitely not lost on the farmer, as there is still plenty of work left to be done.
When a variety is ready, it's ready, and you've got to pick it a few times, in that one to 2 week window. When they're ripe, that's when you got to get in there to pick it. So, getting them picked on time, and then keeping them clean with from watching out for diseases and insects, scouting for those and making sure we stay ahead of that.
However, it's because of all that effort that Georgia is able to produce such a high quality product year after year.
I think we got the best tasting, the best premium peaches in the country, and we're going to try to get them all over the country this year for people to taste and enjoy.
Reporting from Crawford County, I'm Damon Jones for the Farm Monitor.